You guys had to have heard that VTEC scream. What's up, guys? Hope you're having a fantastic day as always. Today I have a 2001, I think it's a 2001 or a 2002 Honda VFR800. This is my cousin's motorcycle. I love it. I think it looks so cool. Let me start this bad boy up. It's in first gear, so hang on. Gotta get this bad boy in neutral. There we go. It's actually a V4 engine and it sounds super nice. I love it. I love the red. The fairings are not stock, but it's got a little fading going on here, but everything else looks beautiful. It's a nice looking bike. I was hoping I could put the 360 camera on the handlebar somewhere, but it didn't work out, so I put it on the center stand. This thing's actually got a center stand. That's awesome. But if I'm ready, you guys got to be ready. So I'm going for a little spin with this thing. Oh man, what did I do? The kickstand was down. All right, going for a little spin. I like how this bike revs and's got a pretty good power at low RPMs. It's a 800cc, so power is somewhere in the middle between 600 and 1000 cc's when it comes to torque and power off the line. Ooh, someone's got a Jag, convertible Jag. All right, taking a left here. Moving to the right a little because people around here really drive crazy. So my cousin wanted me to make sure to talk about the VTEC in this bike, because he said that the VTEC doesn't really like to kick on unless it's up to temperature, 175 degrees and up. Whoa! You guys hear when it switches over? It kind of screams when it does that. Here, I'll do it again. Whoa! I just raised the front wheel. This thing makes some good power. Gotta cool it a little because we got a speed reader up ahead. I don't know what shady stuff they're into with that, but I want to know if you guys heard it when it switched over to the VTEC. I'm gonna do it again here just for curiosity purposes. Man, I definitely heard it there. I can only imagine getting pulled over and telling the cop I wanted to hear the VTEC sound. So yeah, I gotta tell my cousin my findings. At 165 degrees, it definitely turned the VTEC on, but for the remainder of this video, I think I'm gonna just try to ride without exploring the VTEC function. So this bike has 36,000 miles. Feels nice. I like the size of this bike. It's like not as small as a 600, but it's also not like a huge bike like a Hayabusa. It's definitely a nice size. It's got like a boxer rumble to it. It also has like a 90s sport bike vibes. Like when I started it the first time just now, I felt like it gave me 90s vibes, which I like a lot. Had to check on the 360 down there because it's on the center stand. I'm not used to having a center stand on the bike at all. Wow, this thing loves to rev. It's not particularly that rev happy, but it's like so enjoyable when that VTEC kicks in. We'll just go straight. Man, you guys have to hear that on camera when it switches over. Feels nice. I don't know if you guys noticed, but this bike's tachometer doesn't work, which kind of sucks, but if you're not paying attention to it, it doesn't really matter. Everything else on the bike works. Man, this bike, I'll tell you what though, it feels rock solid, like totally solid, planted feeling. I don't think it's as nimble as modern sport bikes, but when you're pointing it in a straight line, it's super solid. The wind doesn't move it at all, which is something I prefer actually. I like this over regular super sport bikes. I do like this engine a lot. And as always, like I say on all my videos, I hope the audio is coming out good on this one, because every now and then my audio in the videos doesn't come out that great. while ago I made a video with a GSXR 600, and I just made I just went through the city. I really babied the bike a lot, so that video got a lot of views, but a lot of people commented they hated how boring I made the video. Like, they wished I drove it faster and whatnot. So making this video, I definitely want to make sure to make it entertaining for you guys. But this SUV up ahead is really making it lame. This is like a cross between a touring bike and like a super sport bike. It looks like a sport bike, but I can tell that it's way heavier and way more planted than a super sport bike. All right, doing good. You guys had to have heard that VTEC scream. I made kind of like a hard turn there. Definitely an enjoyable feeling, like when you're riding this bike and you know that it has VTEC, makes you want to go for the VTEC all the time. I would have done it right there, but that man, poor man, I didn't want to scare him. It has a sharp engine. I like this engine. It's like a rumble to it. I feel like every time I make a video I brag about how good the engine feels, and I feel like I'm biased on the bike, but this one, it's just in general a high quality motorcycle. Oh, 30-mile-per-hour speed limit. I had no idea there was a ranch here. There's no way you could go wrong with this motorcycle, because I know they're cheap for sure. Like if you buy a used one nowadays, super cheap to buy. And it roars. Yeah, this bike has I googled it before I did this little review or ride along with this, but it has 80 horsepower and probably about 50 foot-pounds of torque, and it definitely feels more torquey than a super sport motorcycle off the line. But in terms of a race between a 600 and this, the 600 would dust it, I think, at speeds like higher than 80 and stuff like that. But it's still a fast motorcycle. It's pretty much faster than like 95% of the cars on the road right now. I love the red color on this bike too. It just flows real nice. When people see me drive by with this bike, I'm sure none of them think like, oh, it's a 20-year-old motorcycle. I'm sure people just are like, wow, that thing looks fast. Definitely has good torque on low RPMs. I didn't think I'll park it here for now. Alright, there you guys go. This is the VFR800. Pretty sure it's a 2002 model year. Oh man, it sounds so nice. It sounds kind of like a Ducati, but way more reliable because it's a Honda. I'll do one more rev for you guys. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that like button and subscribe for more videos. Catch you next time.